Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 17 of our Luck of the Irish achievement run here as the newly formed Ireland. Today's the day I hope to try and get rid of England once and for all, perhaps finish the Canadian colony, maybe get a little bit of land in Africa, and maybe start a colony, maybe try and get something towards the south here so we can keep on exploring and moving towards the east, which will be a pretty nice place, I think, for you guys to be left off with for your continuation, if you should so choose. Now, England apparently, by itself, costs a total of 129% war score, which is fine and all. It really depends on what this is kind of worth. This appears to be 7, this is 7, and this, I'm assuming, would also be 7 once it is done, which is 20... That'd be 21% of this, and their total cost is 129. Does that mean that this is still worth more than 100? I guess that would, huh? 16, 14, 30, 43, 55, 66, sorry, that's 71, with a total of 88, I don't like math. And that is 99, yeah, okay, that's a bit of a rip. Unfortunately, we're going to have to leave him with one more province after the next war. It's rather unfortunate, but... oh yeah, by the way, some people left because we did the Diplo check when loading up the game for a fresh new episode today, so that's pretty great. Bit of prestige never hurt for the sake of progress. Now, speaking of prestige, I kind of would like to have a bit more. If there's enough time left, I would like to get rid of this heir again. But it's just really hard to do. Like, it's really hard to get rid of this heir. In a multitude of ways, because I don't have the prestige, he's not old enough, and I don't want to wait 15 years, or else, you know, maybe the High King is too old to have children at that point, and then, you know, other issues, end up happening. Which is not so great. It looks like, I think our Reformed is actually reaching so far. No, I think Kent actually made its own Reformed, which is weird. So, did England willingly become Reformed? I think they did. I think we automatically stamped out Anglicanism, and they just spawned the Reformed there. Which is interesting. There's another Reformed center here as well. So we're gonna see like a strong Reformed in the west here, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice, make it easier to stay allied to France once they get through their religious war, which will inevitably happen. And who knows, if we somehow get a piece of Westphalia, then you guys can just go crazy over here and just have a whole bunch of fun. Diplo tech costs, what are we looking at for that? 4 years until the next Diplo, of course I would love that. It's going to increase the maintenance on our navy slightly, because cost also, you know, ties in with maintenance, so that's how that works. Let's check out something over here. I was thinking, between episodes, I could either divert resources over from, you know, making colonies, which would make a little bit of a slower colony in Canada here. The last province, the 5th one, would be a little bit slower for us to get down to Africa. Or I could charter the same way that France did. Now, this is a smart charter from France, because it also has the slave entrepot there, which is, you know, kind of nice, for especially for trade in this area. I imagine they're going to be setting towards... No, they're not setting towards Bordeaux, which is weird. Anyways, I want to buy something from Benin. That's the gist of what I was getting at here. And so to do that, I'm going to get rid of 2 of these, because they're not that necessary. And I'm going to see what I can charter here. Now, Benin would probably say no to, yeah, even the max money. For here, though, it's only a 5 dev, but it would get me down there really fast. Because right now, as it stands, I'd have to wait a little while. We don't have the best chances over here. Yeah, we really don't. We have some pretty decent ones. But in the worst possible scenario, that's like another, I want to say, 10 or 100 years? No, 10 years. 10 years, yeah, I think so. Worst case scenario, that's another 10 years. Which is not great. But 10 years is kind of what's needed to turn these all into state cores and catch up in admin anyway, so... At this point, we might as well, right? We might as well just keep, you know, stay the course pretty much. I also don't like these Utrechtian separatists, but I don't think, unless they try to gravitate towards Dutch culture, I think they're going to try and maybe take over my little area here, which I don't like. Maybe. It's a potential. It could happen. Let me grab this one. 421. Is there any chance I could get this quickly? Possibly yes, actually. Because I spent a couple of points in here. Now, getting to 50 dev is what's needed for, I think it's the Age of, this one, Age of Revolutions. Large capital is 50 dev. So, in theory, we could just sort of keep it on that. Right? Like, we could go up by one, technically speaking. Just like that. That's all I'm gonna do. No more. I don't have to touch this for the rest of the game, hopefully. And, I mean, you guys shouldn't, really. Global trade, if we put enough influence in the next 50 years into Africa, then we can definitely get the English Channel if we move our capital to, like, London or something. Other than that, we'd have to try and make the North Sea the best one, which it's not going to happen. If you're wondering, that's just a big no-no. In no circumstance will that ever occur. Because there's just no way we can get enough influence from the St. Lawrence. There's no way. So we'd have to definitely move our capital to somewhere else if we wanted to do anything. And it would have to be somewhere in the English Channel too. So, you know, our best bet would technically be a very cursed Irish capital of London now. And that would be just for the chance at having that happen. I think the English Channel is the largest trade node in the world. So I don't know if we'd have to change much right now. Trade, that's what I'm looking for. Trade nodes. We're looking for the highest total. Genoa. Ah, shoot. Yeah, that's true. Genoa's massive. Because of the Spanish. And their influence in there. Okay. Who collects here? And where's this money coming from? The incoming is going straight over from Sevilla, apparently. Everything's being moved to Sevilla. It looks like the Spanish have moved their trading capital to Genoa, which means we probably won't get global trade no matter how you look at it. It's kind of what I'm thinking about. It says get 50 support, but I guess it lists the province under that. So over here we get some support, and over here we get some support. But these areas are not particularly important. Yeah, they don't really matter that much. A 5% is not going to hit us that hard. And we'll just wait until, you know, in 3 years in the future, we'll do something. An extra stab would be wonderful. Yeah, what? Yeah, sure, why not? I could use the prestige as well. I'm going to want to disinherit an heir again. Hopefully using the prestige we get from the next war with England, which will apparently happen in about a year and a half. Or a year and a bit. Just about a year, actually. In which case, I will start off by getting my spy network in England, and I'll wait a little while. One of the things we're really hurting on is actually pulling back ahead in Admintech, because conquering all this land is very administratively expensive. So, yeah, we'll see. And if we take too much here, we might find ourselves in another coalition, which is kind of why I want to start focusing down here, so I can spread out the AE. We'll see. We might not take everything, because I still want them to start. Ooh, wait, is this part of Brazil or is that Colombia? I feel like it's part of Brazil. Ah, thank you very much, England. Very much appreciated. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. I'll take these, I think, in the next war and colonize one area myself, which would give me a second colonial nation, which would be number 2 in my colonial nation subject thing here, which I strongly, firmly believe it exists just for like Castile and especially Portugal to have that, because it just feels a little bit cheap, because it's not very achievable, or it's hard to achieve, but anyway. National tax, or do I want a level 2? Ooh, level 2 is only 2 ducats a month. I forgot we have some ridiculous advisor cost decrease. I should definitely be exploiting all of my advisors. Let's go for a... There's no 2 ducat a month level 2 on anywhere else. These guys are really useful. I love these guys right now. But you, yeah, you're not too terribly useful, but I guess you're useful for peacetime. You're as useful as you'll get for peacetime. So let's raise maintenance, let's move down here a little bit. I don't really need to use much else other than this fleet, I believe. I don't know if they have ships. I'll go check it out. 300 population's nice. Yeah, England's out of ships. Unless they're down here, which they might be. Yeah, okay, they could be. I really want this because this is going to be great. Having a second colony without having to get rid of this expel, that's fantastic. That would be great, actually. So yeah, I'll take these from... Take this and that from England to spread out the AE a little bit. Maybe connect up a few things. Finish up this state, perhaps? Or what am I looking for? Probably to connect up this state and finish it, or just to finish up this area. I think I'll take the London area. Maybe that'll be a good concession to grab. Let me check my buildings just to make sure there's nothing I can really spend money on. No, surprisingly not. I mean, I could turn London into a global trade port, which I might. In fact, I think I will. The difference is an extra 10 trade power, which would be multiplied by 2 pretty much. So that's 20 trade power. 20 trade power in this area is equivalent to another... What is that? 20% of what I have here? 20% of 40 is... I'm not very good at math here. But I'm going to go with a solid, like... Oh, I'm really not good at math. Around 4, not 5, because I don't know. Oh my god, honestly, I'm not very good at math right now, especially when it's late at night. But I know for a fact it would be a good investment, at least. And that's what I can tell you as a fact. There you go. Turns out to be 4%. Totally knew that from the very beginning. 4% of this is... 4% 22. I'm not going to do that math. That's not even worth doing the math. All I know is it's money. Okay, the army has been raised. And Provence will join, but Provence has been reduced to an OPM with the de Valois dynasty. And apparently you have a weak thing that I could claim. But I cannot push because of Portugal and Ragusa. Mainly Portugal. They're kind of strong. And you're my only ally, so I'm going to try and maybe keep this. If you die, that's great. That'll be a great personal union, but I'm not going to push it because I don't think I can win. If I did think I could win, I'd definitely do it though, but not in this case. We're going to go for the conquest of perhaps Cambridge. Immediately go for London. I know that's what they're going to try and siege down. Speed for that one. Grab you real quick. Oh, that's great. Free 50 military and an extra professionalism is always welcomed. Also go over here and put on some sort of background music for wars. This conversion can happen on its own because it is mega expensive. Are you going to change anything? Or are you too far away? Might be too far away. Oh, and Anglican just formed. And if it converts this, then that gets rid of the Reform Center. I don't think they evangelize, though. So, they don't get their own Center of Reformation. Bit of a rip there. Send you off here, here, and here. And maybe if I need the war score, I'll go all the way down to Brazil. But I don't think I will. I think this will be enough war score. Should be fine. It looks like you could use a little more influence, in my opinion. Yeah, there's no problem with that at all. In fact, wait, minus 10? That's not a problem. I'll take that as well. Give you a bit more influence for that national tax. As well as some extra colonization speed will be nice. But yeah, that tax feels great. Fantastic. I'll bring all of you guys together here, like that. And I don't know, do we have to go to Provence? I don't feel like we do. We might, though. We'd have to go into France and then walk all the way in. Which, I mean, granted, we do have... we would have access, wouldn't we? No, we don't even have conditional access. So who do you have access from? Austria, because emperorship. That's not how that works. Anyway, through Austria, Münster, the Palatinate, and Trier. Okay. That means pretty much none of my business is what that translates to. Or, it's 100% of my business after I finish sieging Norfolk. I should also send over the general. Because the general, never mind, they don't have a siege pin. I should move you here. Just to make that go a little bit faster. Should I take this? Not really, not until next... Yeah, not until next year. More power to the nobles, which will give the nobility a little bit of a boost. Autonomy change. I think my autonomy should counteract that, shouldn't it? Autonomy change by default is a minus 0.05 a month. Nope. I think my autonomy is all the way down in most places. Increased centralization. Oh right, because that's from my forming Ireland, which is really powerful. So I'll just take this actually, because it's automatically counteracted temporarily. I didn't really match up the timing, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. What have we done here? In 4 years, the minister will go down, so I can take this now to bring you to 86. I'm okay with 86. This will come back in, a while. Yeah, there's no problem with that at all. So, we get to wait until January of next year before we actually have to take a tech. Any of the techs, actually. If I cap on admin, then I'll just go and maybe full core something. Okay, yeah, so it turns out you did go there. Interesting. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that the stupid way. We're going to do this the smart way. Why would I do this the stupid way when I could just as easily do this? Yeah, let's calm down a second here. This is a much easier way to do any of this, to do all of these things. Though I don't like the fact that it does this sort of a landing instead of the... Well, I didn't pay for port access, so that's fair enough, I guess. Send over the entire army, there we go. Took a while, but let's march on Provence. But we can probably just wipe peace out by standing on the capital. That's a pretty common occurrence. Depends. Now we might have to take out the army first. Can I ask for access through you two? Yes, without even hitting a relations penalty. Brilliant. I can get rid of this. Oh, I get a core on... Is that a free core on Derby? But did you accept my... Yes, so I can walk... Oh, shoot, right, I need to do the capital thing anyway. Okay, so afterwards I'll go around. These things are done, so I'll embrace, take these 3. I could even give myself... Yeah, I might as well give myself one of these things, where the cannons are now worth it. Popery Act. Don't know what that actually means, but it's free, so I'll take it. Sounds good to me. But yeah, Derby apparently. We got a free core on. Ooh, that is really odd. I don't know what kind of an event that is, but it sure is helpful. Yeah, that helps out a lot, actually. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I could even take this one to boost myself up another tech. However, do I want to do that, or do I want to keep coring things? Should probably check out what it will cost to core. Let's start with that. See, I'm pretty sure these things will put me in hot water. Oh, no they won't. Taking these does not put me in hot water with Europe. Interesting. Very interesting. I do kind of want these colonies, though. I'll just landlocking, and I suppose I'll let them keep Oxford and take these. Yeah. Pretty much. Or maybe even with the age bonus, I could keep them on the coast. Let them finish one of the colonies, right? Like, I could leave them this colony, because they're still colonizing it. That'd just save us maintenance, I think. Right? So I could do something more along the lines of, like, this? I think so. Leave them two little areas here. At least they have port access, so they can keep colonizing these things, so it doesn't actually cost me anything. I think that's the best peace deal for us. Probably. Speaking of colonies, though, we're actually about to finish this one. Let me quickly spy network. But yeah, we're about to finish those ones over here, or this colony over here in, I think, Quebec City? Unless I'm completely off here. I live in this country, I really should know this, but I haven't been to Quebec City in a long time. But anyways, yeah, this is done, which is great. And I believe we could finish up one here, or I have a better idea, hear me out here. We could conquer Benin. We could either do it... no, we would need one of these things. I was thinking this one, actually. Over here, because it's obviously natural harbor, as well as I can get the claims here. I would love the Cape and Gold Coasts, but they're relatively similar to Calabar anyway. They both have the natural harbor, but I can't get claims. So I will definitely send a colonist down there. And with our, you know, peaceful native cooperation thing, we don't have to worry about it. But I will take that colonist back, and I will send them back over to Canada to finish up the, you know, the whole thing we wanted to do there. Create the colonial nation, at least. That'll be quite nice. Here's my epic music's going, which is a bit of a shame, but I think we're almost done with this war, actually. They've probably burned this area to the ground. Yep, absolutely. Great. Wonderful stuff there. And I get a new I get a new age ability, which could be... Ooh. Oh, this game is making me... This game has just given me a sign from the heavens. Quite literally, if you want to take it that way. It's not a very good one, now that I think of it. Apparently that 25% war score cost doesn't do that much. Am I missing something? I should... Minus 25% cost. Is that on... I'm confused. It's virtually the same peace deal, but like with 60 more ducats, right? That's what we're getting at here? I think so. That doesn't feel like 25% to me. Maybe that's calculated a completely different way. Yeah, maybe that is calculated a completely different way that I'm not even aware of. Yeah, it could be. That could very much be that. Now, Provence, I'm just going to ask for a few things here. I could vassalize you, which would be absolutely hilarious, but I feel like Europe would hate me for that, and I don't have, you know, a purpose with having that whole Provencian vassal there. So instead I'm going to, you know, cripple all of your allies for prestige. I definitely want prestige. Ooh, that's worth a lot of prestige. I will take that. I don't care about your military access. Well, they're worth the same thing. Your money's worth less to me. Your prestige is worth more. Which is weird to say. I don't care about that military access or that one, so I'll instead get rid of this. But only after crushing your army, so I can get maximum prestige and disinherit my Garbo heir. Because I'm not about to last, or at least I'm not going to send you guys off with a 310 heir. That's just cruel. So I will definitely be getting rid of that. Okay, wonderful. Doesn't cost very much just to get a little bit of extra money out of that. So 14 prestige and about 14 ducats. Ah, interesting how that lines up. It's not great, but it's okay. And then when it comes to good old England here, that is a solid amount of prestige, a lot of AE, a little bit of OE. Nothing too bad though. Yeah, let's go for it. Thank you very much. And I think all of these that have overextension, I should start off coring, including these. Yeah, there we go. In fact, some of these are reformed already, before they swap to Anglican. That's nice. What else do we want here? Probably go back into trade. Actually, no. Go back into stab, please. Thank you. Stab. Apparently changing drops it by 5, too. Yikes, it definitely does. Should have noticed that. Lose prestige, or do I want to lose Diplo? Interesting question here. Usually I'd go with prestige, but in this case, since I'm going to be deleting this heir, I'm going to go for the Diplo, because I kind of need that prestige. Yeet. There goes that garbage heir. Hopefully my High King doesn't die in the next, like, 3 seconds. That would be, a little bit unfortunate. All the forts can go down. Except for the one in London, which can stay up. I also don't need this one anymore. That's a waste of money. I can also send these boys back home. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, that is what I... Why'd I even bother? Why do I even bother sometimes? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know why I bother sometimes. Okay, help me keep track of this. I'm pretty sure every time we've gotten an heir, we've gone down by at least 1 point. Which to me feels a little bit statistically unlikely. I don't know about you guys, but to me at least, it just doesn't sound like that's what's supposed to happen, honestly. I just don't think so. Anyways, I think we're actually relatively out of time for today. However unfortunate as it is. Oh, we are a great power though, so that's great. Pun completely intended, by the way, if you didn't pick up on that. And I guess we could take... Does this matter as much? I am 2 techs behind, but would I prefer this? Maybe. Maybe. Ooh, perhaps. Yeah. That'll keep going down in price until I actually want it, so... We have, like, 12 years to take it, so instead I'm just gonna spam a little bit into here. Hopefully just go for as much of this as I can. There we go. Pretty decent amount. The army's back together. It'll stand over here and get rid of the resistance around here. Of which there's not really much, apparently. So that's great. Decrease that. No more conversions. Defender of the Faith is a possibility. Those Savoys reformed now, and I don't like that. We'll figure that out a different time, I believe. Anything else before we go? Buildings, maybe. Actually, this would be a nice manufactory. Trade, yes. Definitely a bit of trade here. I think Perth just has a bit of dev in it. I don't think it has a... No, it doesn't have a trade center. Okay. That means I think we're done, actually, for today. I would have liked to get rid of England. However, the war score doesn't really work out in the end like that. On the bright side, they can just finish up this colony for us and make it cost, like, nothing. And I'm just gonna do this one just real quick. Let me just... I know I keep delaying the episode end, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's put it somewhere down here, inland. Perhaps. Maybe, or here. That's better, I like that. Let's get rid of some... Well, you know what I was gonna say, but you know what I can't say. Let's say, I don't know, Norwegian or Welsh. Norwegian. Yeah, get rid of that. Thank you. Okay, now for real though, this is Quarbit signing off, hoping you had a fun time here today, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a massive thanks to the following February patrons. In the $1 tier, we have Quiet Guy, Dylan M, Quangersol, and Rising Runner. In the $5 tier, we have Odie, and in the $20 tier, we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for your donations. You're helping to move this channel forward, and I can't possibly thank you enough.